stocks are falling. Stocks are falling. Oh, Lord, the stocks are falling. Hello my friends and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua and I help others make simple changes to create a life of awesome. Welcome my friends and happy Financial Friday. Here we are again and things are crazy. This coronavirus is causing widespread panic throughout the financial markets, throughout the health industry, and throughout everything else in the entire world. Can you believe that countries, actual countries, are shutting down? But what does that all mean for your portfolio, for your 401k, for your IRA, and for your other investments? Well, unfortunately, as we've seen over the past couple of weeks, the stock market has taken a nosedive. We haven't seen dives this low since the real estate crash of 2008. And before that, the crash of 1987, Black Monday, where everything just tanked. It's insane. I was listening to some guys at work talk about their 401ks, and you know, they are obsessively worried about it. And I totally feel for them. One guy I was listening to has lost $8,000 out of his retirement portfolio in a week. That hits hard. It hurts. It really, really does. And you know, there's so much fear and people's first reaction is to sell out, you know, get out before they lose any more money. I am no longer a financial planner. I was a financial planner for several years. I went through, I have a master's in finance, so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So there is some discretion with what I am about to say. But I believe that other financial planners, other financial advisors would agree with me. So here's the thing. Having fear and having panic is absolutely natural. It's completely normal. You know, when you see your account balance go down, especially when it's so dramatically, there's the first gut reaction is to have fear and to want to bail. But I'm telling you, that would be the worst mistake you could possibly make. In addition to losing all of the funds that you've lost over the past couple of weeks, you're also looking at facing a 10% early withdrawal penalty if you're not of the retirement age. So another 10% of your account gone. In addition to that, if you are not in a Roth account, then you will be taxed at whatever your current tax rate is, whether it's, you know, 12%, 20%, 25%, 30%, whatever it is, in addition to that 10% early withdrawal rate. And so you could lose another 50% of your account. And then what are you going to do with it? Most retirement funds are tied directly to the stock market. So you're going to bail out on an additional 50% of your account just to move it around, and banks aren't paying anything. You'll be lucky to get 1% interest rate on a traditional savings account, and so your money's not really doing anything for you. Granted, you won't lose any, except for that up to 50% that you've already lost. So don't panic. Things will rebound. They always do. Look at the last market crash that we had over a decade ago. It will take time. And so unless you are immediately ready to retire within the next 3 to 5 years, you know, you're going to take a hurt. You're going to take a hit, and that's very unfortunate. But if you still have a while to go, keep those funds in there. They'll get better. Things will get better. We're Americans, we're people, we're humans. We know how to fortitude and push through. On the flip side, if you have some extra money to spend, now is the time to invest. The stock market is having a fire sale and everything is on sale. You know, I was looking at a number of stocks and, you know, some of these stocks are down 75% from what they were early to mid-January. It's crazy. Now, I will never tell you what stocks to buy. I will leave that up to your own discretion because I don't want to be personally held accountable. There is always some risk to the stock market. And if you buy now, could it go down even more? Absolutely it could. But when it rebounds, I'm sure that the benefits will be spectacular. Some of the stocks that I'm looking at right now are anything to do with the hospitality industry. I'm looking at cruise ships, I'm looking at airlines, I'm looking at hotels, things that are directly affected by this virus. Now, I know some people might say, oh, it's unethical for you to financially benefit from such a traumatic experience. And if you look at it like that, then yes, you know what, they could be seen as being unethical or, you know, kind of devious. But if you take a step back and look at it from a logical and financial standpoint, now or within this time period is the perfect time. You know, one of the investors that I follow is Warren Buffett. Everyone knows him as the most famous investor that has ever lived. And he has built up his fortune by doing the opposite of what other people have done. Right now, people are selling off like crazy, which is one of the reasons why the stock market is taking a tumble. Everyone is fearing for their financial security and they want to get out before they lose any more money. Which means if you have money to invest, now is the time to do it. You know, you buy low, you sell high. That is one big strategy when it comes to investing in the stock market. Now, a word of warning, and please heed this with every fiber of your being. Do not go out and take your entire life savings and throw it into the stock market. If you have a family to feed, if you have, you know, bills to pay and things like that, it would be completely irresponsible of you to take everything you have and put it in the market, because it probably will take several years to regain to the point where we were, if it ever does. And you know, of course, in the stock market, there are absolutely no guarantees. So advice is solely for people who have some extra money to put aside. And I specifically put aside money from every paycheck to invest in my investment accounts, into my retirement accounts, and to put some away for savings so I can achieve more of the goals that I want to achieve. So if you are living paycheck to paycheck, you know, please heed this. Stock market is sort of a gambling process. But now is a great time to jump into it. And of course, there are a couple of different apps that I use in order to learn more about the stock market and to research the companies that I am wanting to invest in. Robinhood is a fantastic app. There are no trading fees, which is great. And if you click on the link below, you will get a free blue chip stock. And a blue chip stock is one of those Fortune 500 companies that rank at the top of the stock market, that are consistently doing pretty well. They don't tell you which stock you're going to get. They just kind of hand it over. When I opened up my account, I got a piece of Ford stock. I was able to sell it off at a profit, which was fantastic. And right now would be a perfect time to look into investing. So click on that link below and you will get your free stock. Another one that I use is Acorns, and Acorns is great because I was able to open up a Roth IRA, meaning that I use after-tax dollars, so everything that I'm putting in will not be taxed when I put it out. And I've actually upped my bi-weekly investment into that account because that is one of the retirement accounts that I will be utilizing when I hit that magic retirement age. So I hope you got value out of this. Make sure to click those links below, subscribe to this video, and give it a big old thumbs up, and comment down below. You know, are you kind of tinkering with the stock market? If so, what's your experience been, and have you had any success with it? I would love to hear your comments. Until next time, my friends, happy Financial Friday. Take care.